going, my fellow collectors? This is Link Reviews, and I'm Link, and today we're going over, well, we're doing take 2 of the Predator by Neca, Alpha Predator. The Alpha Predator by Neca. So hopefully this time this isn't destroyed, because when I first tried to record this, when I bought the first one, the legs were in pieces, and it was just like such a disappointment. But I was able to get my hands on another one, had it rush delivered, so hopefully this time we will get a good one. So let's get right to it, shall we? Alright, so where's my turntable? Here it is. This one has a pretty cool box. It's a very cool box. So the first Predator, this is the 100th Predator that Neca has made. Predator. This one also comes with a backstory, an own original backstory, and I will be getting to that in a second. So the backstory of the Alpha Predator, special edition 100th Predator figure. Backstory time. The Yahuja race began thousands of years ago as the Hishki-10, a primitive species suddenly struggling under the rule of alien invaders. For many centuries, the Mingi were cruel rulers using the Hish for labor and breeding them to battle for the entertainment of their masters. But ultimately, the Mingi engineered their own defeat when they produced fighters strong enough to organize a rebellion led by one particularly powerful Hish who came to be known in legend as the first hunter, the Alpha Predator. So, this Alpha Predator includes a Mingi mask, staff, sickle, bone gauntlets, bone shuriken, interchangeable hands, and more. Bonus, Alpha Predator origin story, and fold-out visual guide poster inside. So let's get right to it, shall we? So, my first, well, it's technically my second look because I opened this before, so I can't say it's a first look, but I don't know if this one's destroyed too, so let's hope. And it looks good. Oh, I will say this. The Alpha Predator looks absolutely amazing. Just from this. Just so good. Oh my god. So good. Let's unbox this thing. Where is my knife? I gotta get my knife real quickly. I'll be right back. Alright, so I cut the bottom stick tape off, so let's get right to opening it, shall we? Ooh, there's some stuff in here. Ooh, here's the poster, guys, before we get to the figure. Ooh, and here's the backstory. I want to see this poster, because I actually had never looked at any of the backstory or the poster. I immediately returned it, and tried to get a new one. Ooh, this poster looks so good. No way! No way! Okay, so here is the poster of the Alpha Predator, but on the back, they have every Predator they have ever made. We've got the original masked wolf, masked battle damaged, open mouth wolf, closed mouth wolf. There's so many different Predators. Predator Hound from the terrible movie. Oh, they got some of Jungle Patrol Dutch, Jungle Encounter Dutch, Water Emergence Jungle Hunter. So many of these. Oh my god, this is just so cool. Jungle Briefing Dutch. I had no idea that Neca made so many of these. I can understand now why. Laser Shot Predator looks cool. Thermal Vision Fugitive. Oh, so cool! Alright, now time for the backstory. So I'm guessing this is a more in-depth backstory. Thousands of... Alright, so I cut the bands holding it in place, so we're going to go over the accessories first, and then we will go to the figure itself. So, the first accessory is a super cool bone sickle that just looks absolutely amazing. The detail on it is fantastic. The next one up we have is their literal like bone shuriken, and we can definitely tell to see the resemblance because even their metal ones look like this now. It is just so cool. Next up we have these two bone spikes. that one of them could be a dagger, but I think this actually hooks onto the gauntlet on his left arm, which is absolutely spectacularly cool. And we have two extra sets of hands, two open hands and two closed hands. Then we have this massive, awesome spear that just looks amazing. Like, spectacularly amazing. You can tell how old it looks and how fashioned it is from natural materials. It just looks so cool. So, very nice. Next up, we have what I'm guessing is the Amingi mask. Ooh, this piece came off, but this piece actually looks like it's supposed to come off to maybe, since this is a mask, to be able to get onto his head easier, and then it pops right back on. So I'm not sure if that's what it's supposed to be like, but if anyone in the comments, if anyone watching this knows for sure if this is actually broken or not, I'm going to assume it's not broken and this is how it's supposed to be. I'm hoping I'm right, but this Mingy mask looks so cool. You can totally tell that, yes, these were an insectoid species, just from the giant eyes and the mandibles. But that is pretty cool. So, I'm going to set that down right there. So, let's get to the figure itself. So I got a base for him, and he stands up pretty well, all things considered. I noticed that one of the legs are slightly longer than the other, and that's just because of the joints that they have them, this joint system that they have them. I've noticed with all NECA figures, one of the legs are always slightly longer than the other. Besides that, he wants to stand in an action position. He does not want to stand just straight. So, that's actually a good thing. All things considered, he does not want to stand in a still position. So, I'm going to talk over the few details that I have about this thing, and then we'll have a sideshow of different poses that I'm able to get him in, and then at the end, I will give my final thoughts on this, so far, awesome NECA figure. So, I do love the details in his face. I love that they're paler, they're not as finely evolved as the current Predators, they're not the darker hues of skin. I like the slight yellows in his forehead and his cranium. The shiny-like material, like they're genetically engineered, kind of, and mutated, so they're not like naturally evolved, so they don't have like a tan to their skin. The detail on his like waistcoat type thing looks like it's made out of fur is super cool. I like how I like how the endoskeleton of the Mingy looks on him for armor. It looks like so cool. I like how it's altered. And then his bone bicep bands are really nice. I love the blue coloration in his hair tendril type things. And his like bone gauntlets, he's got one for mid-range just to add an extra punch. And another one for, close range, and then another one for mid-range. I'm looking forward to seeing the added attachments to it. The belt looks like it's made out of like a spinal column. So he's already obsessed with some spines, which is just really so cool. The bone, it's just so cool. There's nothing so far bad about this besides what I've learned about the leg joints potentially. But as long as you're careful from what I've done so far, you should be good. But, hopefully you don't get one like I did in the box and you're like, oh crap. But, yeah, so let's get right to the sideshow, shall we? Alright, so final thoughts time. Also, I hope you guys like the photo session slash sideshow. I tried really hard on it, tried some new things, especially with some outside shots. So if you like those, make sure to hit that like button. Also, if you like me, if I do any future NECA videos, which I probably would do, and you like the outside shots, make sure to comment down below, because I'm always willing to give a try. Shout out to D Knight, because he's the one that gave me the idea for him, and it worked out pretty well, I think. So, final thoughts. This NECA Alpha Predator is super cool. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. I would definitely give it a 10 out of 10 if I haven't found out from messing with it and from the past one I bought that the inner leg joints are weak. So you might want to be careful of that, as I've said before. But the accessories this thing comes with, 10 out of 10. The molding on the body, 10 out of 10. Like, for example, the armor, super cool. The face mask, super cool. I love the backstory with this. This was just an awesome NECA figure. This was an awesome Predator. And I'm really glad that NECA decided to go with an original one for their 100th NECA one. And it's just so cool. I gotta hand it to NECA with their Predator figures. So far, they've been hitting it out of the ballpark. I'm definitely going to try to get some more Predators, because this was flipping awesome. So, yeah, 10 out of 10. Cut this in before the outro. One last thing. I would like to say this thing is super posable. I found I could do many different poses with this thing. They didn't show up as much on the sideshow, mostly because if I go too far back out with my camera, you lose focus. So I had to do poses that I could get in the shot. Also, currently, it's not on a base right here. It's just standing static, and it's actually standing up pretty well. So this one is pretty posable. I think I'm going to leave it in this situation, or this pose. Otherwise, I might switch it to another one that I found that I really like. So, back to the outro. And if you guys like this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, share this with your friends, comment down below, all that jazz. Especially if you like this video. We're almost at 200 subs. That would mean that we're a little under halfway to our year goal, which is 500 subs. Maybe we can hit it, maybe we don't. But if we do, I do have a giveaway planned. I'm giving away a child Funko Pop from the first, or it's either the first or second generation of the Pops. Yeah. Also, if you're interested, I do have 2 other channels. I have a reaction channel where I react to like Marvel shows, TV shows, do movie reviews, stuff like that. So if you want to check that out, that'd be pretty cool. I also have a Pokemon channel. Currently, I'm only uploading once a week because of scalper issues. If you're a Pokemon collector or Pokemon fan, you'll know what that means. So if you're interested, check those channels out. I'll leave a link in the description down below. And as always, my fellow collectors, have a nice day and peace out.